governing the youth and governing people is mammon. We complain about Yahoo boys. Have you complained about landlords? You say that Yahoo boys are defrauding people. If you're a landlord here, forgive me. But have you considered the landlords we have in Asaba? Whenever they discover that the neighbor is increasing rent, they now begin to renovate. And as they renovate, immediately they shoot the price. Young men who are still thriving cannot even gain a room. Because when you price one room, they will tell you 250,000. And every month, this young man is taking 30,000 naira home as his minimum wage. And when you check throughout the month, throughout the year, and you calculate throughout the year, you will discover that he is working for his landlord. But yet, we magnify just the problem of Yahoo boys. You are doing business here. You buy something, 10 naira. And because you want to make every gain in one day, you sell it 1,000. Nobody can buy from you. You are not even considerate enough. Prestige. Prestige. That is your cover-up. One of the signs that the God of Mammon is a king over you is that you begin to discover that you can do a lot of things for money. Greed begins to find expression. A lot of people that have come to meet us and tell us that we were walking on the road and somebody met us, and after he tapped us, we started following him. We gave him our ATM card. We gave him everything that we had. Listen, I discovered that one of the ways those people, because they will not enter into you until you give them access. So if you watch the storyline, one of the first things they might come and tell you is that they are not from this country. They came with about $2,000 and they don't know how to speak the language of these people, and they don't want anybody to teach them, to cheat them. But the way they are seeing you now, all the people they saw in the street is only you they saw. The way they are seeing you now, you can be able to help them. And just in your mind, you begin to think, $2,000. And these people know they speak. See, waiting concern you, concern another person $2,000. We are living in the 21st century where there are banks everywhere. Your mind did not tell you these people can go to the bank if what they are doing is not dubious. And you decided to be a good Samaritan. But if you check behind that you're being a good Samaritan, you had an evil intention inside you to maybe dupe the person. If the price is 540 naira, you will tell them that is 650. You have punched your calculator. And at that point, you are soaked in greed. That was a seed they wanted to plant in you. Immediately they arrived there, they have captured you. And a Christian who was burning for God just all of a sudden begins to follow them. But it did not start just like that. They introduced something that you connected with. Why? Because unknown to you, you are in church and you are boxing. You are doing a lot of things. But there is a king over you that you are not aware of. And that king is Mammon. Scattered all over our generation, there are stories of men and women, boys and girls, who are doing dangerous things because of money. Sleeping in coffin for 20 days. Killing man, killing woman, killing the people they love just because of money. Money that we were taught that will pass away. When you die, it will not travel with you. Scattered all over our community are people who are soaked with money. Everything money, everything money, everything money. Some of us, the reason why we have lost some contracts is because of how much we love money. You are just starting business. You are just starting. You are trying to build connection with people. And somebody you know that can help you. And you know that business is all about relationship. Calls you for business. You know you can do this thing with 24,000. But because you have seen the man and you've seen that this man, if I tax him, he will do the. I'm not telling you that you should not attach a price that is directly proportional to your value. No, that's not what I'm saying. But you know, a lot of us, most times, someone called me from Lagos and he told me, I have a contract. And since I engaged in that contract, they love me. They say we want to do business with you, with me. But since 2 months now, they have not called me. And the first thing I asked him is, how much did you tell them? He called one big amount. And I asked him, please, how much, normally, if you want to do this thing for yourself, how much are you going to do it? And he said, he did not call half of the price. It was, let me say, 1/4 of that amount he called. And I told him, Oga, please, for your own sake, business is relationship. Cancel this, your budget, and just work with these people just based on relationship, because you know business is all about referral. If you do business with somebody and the person enjoys it, he refers you to another person. And that is what most of us, we don't understand. We just believe that we want to make everything one day. And we have ended up losing a lot of people. Why? Because of the greed for money. Let us not just limit it and say Yahoo boys greed for money. Some of us sitting down here, we know that our greed for money is too much. And when the Bible says in Zechariah chapter 9 verse 9, rejoice so greatly, daughter of Zion, the estates, I have a private jet. Jesus can turn your life around. Lift up your right leg and shout fire. And then you begin to think about your life, think about how much you are suffering. Hey, finally I found a window to narrowly escape this poverty. And Jesus is that window. And for some of us that entered salvation through that means, you will discover that you were under that pastor for 10 years. Waiting for the king to come. Because the king you are waiting for is not our king. You know the king you are waiting for. And yet that king did not arrive. I want to be an atheist. I have many questions that can't be answered. Which if you ask them once, what is the question that can't be answered? It will be connected to something mundane, something perishable with time. And if our hope is only in the things of this world, we are of all men most miserable. Most miserable, not a little miserable, not just miserable, most miserable. Because while we keep shouting that we have a king, you have another king that you know. Everybody can shout it, but in the midst of that you're shouting, there is a king that has found a seat in your heart and you know it, and that is man. And I told the man, please slash this amount and call them back and tell them, I want to do business with you. I came to Lagos to start up this business, and I really want a good relationship with you. And he did that. Guess what? He did not tell me that they have given him the contract. The only thing I saw was that he now sent me money. What it means is that it actually worked. So for most of us, the greed that have is excessive, is too much. That the first thing